Have you ever sat at the dinner table with a perfectly grilled piece of fish before you, seasoned softly with lemon and herbs, and wondered whether this meal truly aligns with healthy eating? After all, it is fish, often celebrated for its many health benefits. In many cases, that notion holds some truth. Fish is a lean source of protein and rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to be especially beneficial for heart and brain health, particularly as we age. Yet, consider this: some of the most commonly eaten fish, which we often believe sustain our well-being, may actually carry more risks than advantages. Imagine learning that certain fish might be slowly harming your health, creeping into your body, and subtly affecting your memory, nervous system, and even your heart, without you realizing it until it's too late. Sadly, many remain unaware of these dangers. As we grow older, our bodies become less capable of filtering out toxins that once were easily managed. These fish, marketed as premium and confidently recommended by experts, may no longer be the healthy choice we once thought. It's possible they're not a staple in your daily diet, but appear occasionally at family barbecues, church potlucks, or simple dinners. Still, those small moments add up, especially when your body's sensitivity to such intake increases, leaving you more vulnerable in ways you might never have expected. I'm not here to evoke fear, but to offer a gentle warning. If you're over 60 or caring for someone in that age bracket, this information is crucial for protecting your long-term well-being. In today's video, I will discuss 6 types of fish that older adults should avoid at all costs, with the hope that it might help prevent unforeseen health issues. What part of the video resonated most with you? Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this content meaningful, I kindly ask you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to stay informed about future updates. These recommendations are not made lightly. They are based on thorough health research, real-life case studies, and the discreet advice being given by nutritionists to protect vulnerable populations. Some of these fish might already be in your refrigerator, and many options are widely available on menus across the country. Interestingly, the 4th item may come as a shock to many. By the end of this video, you will understand what to steer clear of and why, empowering you with safer and smarter alternatives that allow you to enjoy your meals without risking your health or taste buds. Before we move forward, I have a simple question for you. If you are here because you're worried about your own health or that of someone you love, please leave a simple comment below with "I'm here." This lets us know the message is reaching those who need it most. Remember to subscribe to Holistic Health if you haven't yet, as we share daily insights meant to help older adults extend their years, build strength, and increase understanding. Are you ready to continue? We will examine 6 types of fish that deserve your cautious attention, starting with one often praised for its flavor, but that hides certain dangers for seniors: king mackerel. Imagine this. Your grandfather has always been the cherished grill master of the family. Every Sunday, he's on the patio, skillfully cooking thick, tender fillets of king mackerel. He speaks highly of its benefits. He believes it's good for his heart and mind. Fish can indeed be a healthy choice, especially when you pick the right kind. But over time, you begin to notice something troubling. He seems more exhausted than usual, a quiet sign of something deeper going on. It's heartbreaking to see how something he loved and trusted might be contributing to his decline, yet it's a reminder of the silent dangers lurking in familiar routines. He frequently misses the simplest details, such as names, appointments, and even where the remote control is placed. Sometimes, his hands tremble slightly when he lifts his morning coffee cup. At first glance, it might seem just a natural part of aging, a harmless memory lapse. But what if that's not all it is? What if the very thing he relied on for comfort and vitality is silently doing more harm than he ever imagined? Here's something vital to understand. King mackerel is notorious for its high mercury content among fish species. Mercury, a heavy metal, accumulates in the body over time, especially once the body's ability to rid itself of toxins diminishes with age. This silent buildup can eventually take its toll on cognition, emotional stability, and bodily functions. For seniors, excessive mercury exposure can lead to severe cognitive setbacks, nerve damage, loss of coordination, and even heart problems. Yet, many misunderstand this threat, confusing king mackerel with Atlantic mackerel, which appears similar but is markedly different. The Atlantic variety is safer, lower in mercury, richer in nutrients, and a better choice for older adults. Sadly, king mackerel remains a hidden health hazard, a deceptive danger that could be quietly compromising their well-being. Currently, no concerns seem to be being raised regarding this issue. If the item is stored in your freezer or is a regular choice at the seafood counter, now might be an appropriate time to consider an alternative. It is not necessary to completely remove fish from your diet. Certainly not. There are better options that are both tasty and safe. Think about choosing wild-caught salmon or sardines instead of king mackerel. Both are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, contain low levels of mercury, and are highly beneficial for brain and heart health. These choices not only offer increased safety, but also support more informed decisions for ongoing well-being. At this point in life, dietary choices go beyond just flavor. It's wise to protect your future, one meal at a time. However, mercury isn't the only risk associated with seafood. Some fish present a particular danger by affecting your immune system and suddenly weakening your defenses at crucial moments. We will now cover the second type of fish that older adults should avoid: tilefish. It's important to realize that, with tilefish, you might not even be aware that you're consuming it. It's quite deceptive. For instance, when dining at an upscale restaurant to celebrate a birthday, anniversary, or simply enjoy a special night, you might see whitefish or the catch of the day on the menu. It seems quite innocent, doesn't it? In the dimly lit world of culinary delicacies, there's a certain allure to the fragile, airy appearance of a fish dish. Perhaps grilled to perfection, coated in lemon butter, you might sit in a refined restaurant, celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, or simply seeking a memorable night, and your gaze falls upon the elegant catch of the day. At first glance, it seems innocuous, almost harmless, yet beneath its inviting surface lurks a darker truth. The same white fish, touted as a healthful choice, might be none other than tilefish. An ominous presence in the depths of our oceans. Concern settles in, especially for those beyond their 60s. Let me reveal why. Tilefish from the Gulf of Mexico harbors some of the highest mercury levels found among seafood, surpassing even the notorious king mackerel. For the elderly, this hidden menace is not merely a distant threat, but a tangible danger. Mercury toxicity is no myth or sensational scare. It is a harsh reality. As it collects within the body, it begins to gnaw at your neurological core, altering your thoughts, draining your vitality, tarnishing your memory, and souring your mood. Extended exposure can manifest as numbness, confusion, cognitive decline, and terrifyingly, symptoms that mimic the onset of dementia. What makes this predicament worse? Tilefish often appears on menus as a luxurious, high-priced selection, crafted for elegance, dressed with exotic-sounding names, promising a sophisticated experience. But behind its refined facade lies a lurking threat, silent yet deadly, waiting to ensnare the unwary. Beware, for appearances can deceive, and what seems luxurious may hide a lurking danger. The hefty price tag does not guarantee health benefits. In fact, in this dark scenario, it's quite the opposite. When you venture into a restaurant, you must remain vigilant. Question exactly what white fish is being served. Don't remain silent. You have every right to demand the truth about what's on your plate. Should the chef mention tilefish, decline without hesitation. Seek out safer options like cod or haddock, which are gentler on your fragile body and carry far less mercury lurking within their flesh. Your mind, your very essence, will thank you for such treacherous choices. It's rarely part of everyday meals, only appearing in dark, upscale gatherings, perhaps on a cruise or at an elite restaurant, where it's dressed up as a mark of sophistication. Elders may whisper in admiration, "I'll indulge." Swordfish, the luxurious choice, unaware of the lurking threat. Beneath its alluring exterior lies a predator that silently gathers toxins, mercury, over years, burgeoning within its massive frame. By the time it arrives on your plate, that elegant fillet could harbor deadly levels of poison, threatening your health with every bite. Darkness descends when the true cost of indulgence is revealed, hidden beneath a veneer of opulence, waiting patiently to do its damage. It is crucial to understand that mercury does not simply pass through your body and disappear. Especially in older adults whose metabolic functions have slowed, it lingers within the core of the body, haunting vital organs. Where does it settle? The kidneys, the nervous system, the brain, all areas vulnerable to its corrosive presence. This spells a perilous threat of nerve damage, memory loss, trembling, and mental decline. If you or someone you love carries the burden of kidney distress, high blood pressure, or neurological problems, consider that consuming swordfish might worsen these silent afflictions. Many believe that a thorough grilling will purge all harmful elements, an illusion, a dangerous misconception. Mercury, in its malevolent persistence, cannot be banished by heat or seasoning. It resides in the meat, whether raw, baked, or charred, hiding in the shadows of each bite. What choices remain in the darkness? If a beloved, flavorful fish is desired, safer options exist that preserve the taste without risking the lurking menace. Look to trout, particularly rainbow trout or pollock. These fish offer a mild flavor, tender flakes, and uncomplicated preparation. Their mercury levels are minimal, and they are imbued with beneficial fats, safeguarding aging organs from its insidious grip. Proceed with caution, for the threat endures beneath the surface. It involves making calculated exchanges, swapping a perilous choice for one that may seem more advantageous. At this stage in life, food is no longer a mere indulgence. It becomes a necessary shield against lurking dangers, protecting health from the unseen risks that await. Now, picture this: the next fish is one you've likely encountered before on various sushi menus, seafood platters, and lavish buffets. It is presented with care, highly esteemed, and favored by seafood connoisseurs. Yet, when it comes to older adults, it may harbor risks as dangerous, if not more so, than the previous three. The fourth fish is the infamous big-eye tuna, a type of high-grade tuna. This might catch you off guard. Sushi nights have shifted to captivate a wider audience, stretching beyond just the younger crowd. You've probably noticed, or even joined in, the shared experience of older family members, friends, or yourself, relishing a fresh sushi platter. It feels lively, modern, and full of energy, a symbol of good health. But at the center of this vibrant feast lies a dangerous truth: that beautiful, deep red slice of big-eye tuna. You see, big-eye tuna might not offer the health benefits you think it does. For older adults, it can pose a significant and potentially devastating risk. Let's delve deeper. Big-eye tuna are known not just for their striking beauty, but also for their age-old survival in the depths of the ocean, making them a silent predator that could bring unforeseen consequences to your plate. Much like swordfish, they hold a significant position in the food chain, leading to a greater buildup of mercury compared to many other fish species. Unlike swordfish, big-eye tuna is often eaten raw. This raises an additional concern: bacterial contamination. In youth, when the immune system is strong, the body can often handle occasional exposure to bacteria in raw fish effectively. However, with age, the immune system gradually weakens. A minor bacterial infection from raw tuna can have serious effects, lasting longer and presenting greater dangers than expected. We are concerned with pathogens such as Salmonella, Listeria, and various parasites that the body becomes less capable of fighting as we age. What are the consequences of combined mercury exposure and bacterial risks? This presents a considerable challenge to an aging body. Many people mistakenly assume that all tuna varieties are the same. They might see tuna on a label and consider it a safe choice. However, there are notable differences among categories. Big-eye and albacore tuna are listed among high-mercury fish. These types are often used in gourmet sushi rolls or high-quality seared tuna dishes. While they offer a rich taste, the associated health risks should not be ignored. In contrast, skipjack tuna falls into a different category, with lower mercury levels, highlighting the importance of understanding these distinctions to make safer dietary choices. While they may deliver a tempting burst of flavor, the lurking dangers hidden within should not be dismissed. Conversely, skipjack tuna, often called light tuna in canned form, offers a far safer alternative. It harbors lower levels of mercury, is more affordable, and allows for easier portioning. I suggest the following if you have a fondness for tuna or care for someone who does. Choose canned light tuna as your preferred option. Limit intake to no more than 2 servings a week for the elderly, and opt for cooked over raw whenever possible. These simple measures might seem trivial, but they carry the potential to expose the dark shadows of unseen health threats. Now, let us shift our focus to a different subject. The next fish on our list isn't just an ordinary grocery purchase. It holds a frightening global popularity. Yet, many are unaware that it is often farmed under terrifying, questionable, and potentially poisonous conditions. What about seniors? This alarming reality demands our vigilance. Please comment with number 1 if you relate to this nightmare, or number 2 if you find this information useful. And if this video sparks a sense of unease, consider fish number 5, farm salmon. It's a familiar scene. Upon entering your local store, a glossy fillet of salmon catches the eye, its crimson hue unnaturally vibrant. The price has been slashed, tempting you with promises of health benefits. Beware. The truth lurking beneath may be far darker than it appears. Certainly, here is a revised version with a slightly sad undertone. It's important to recognize that not all salmon is of the same quality. When it comes to farm salmon, especially from regions with LAX regulations like Chile or parts of Southeast Asia, the situation becomes troubling. These fish often contain far more than just protein and omega-3s. Unfortunately, farm salmon are raised in cramped underwater cages, where many fish are confined in small spaces, feeding on pellets made from questionable ingredients. Such conditions create a breeding ground for diseases and parasites, forcing farmers to frequently treat these fish with antibiotics. Sometimes, they are even given chemical colorants to make their flesh appear more appealing, as otherwise it would look dull and gray. The grim reality doesn't stop there. The very feed given to these fish is often contaminated with harmful industrial chemicals like PCBs and dioxins, substances linked to serious health issues such as cancer, hormonal imbalances, and immune system damage. This is particularly heartbreaking when considering elderly individuals whose bodies are inherently more fragile and vulnerable. The lingering presence of these toxins can lead to inflammation, worsen arthritis, and impose additional burdens on the heart and circulatory health. Still, many people cling to the hope that all salmon offers the same benefits. When they hear about omega-3s, they convince themselves they are making a healthy choice. Yet, the harsh truth remains that farm-raised salmon may carry more risks than benefits, especially when consumed regularly. The trust in these commonly available fish often masks the silent and often unseen cost to our health and well-being. What is the recommended approach? Consider choosing wild-caught Alaskan salmon. It is more refined, streamlined, and naturally enriched with omega-3 fatty acids. This type of salmon comes from pristine waters and is harvested using techniques that reduce exposure to chemicals and hazards related to aquaculture. Although it may come at a higher price, prioritizing your health or that of your loved ones is a valuable investment. It is more refined, streamlined, and naturally enriched with omega-3 fatty acids. It originates from uncontaminated waters and is gathered through methods that limit chemical and risk exposure typical of farmed fish. While slightly more expensive, safeguarding your well-being or that of your family members is a worthwhile commitment. This brings us to the final fish on our list, which may evoke a variety of feelings. For many seniors, this fish symbolizes more than just nourishment. It represents comfort, a connection to history, and a reminder of home. In today's world, even comfort foods are accompanied by warnings. Picture your grandfather in the kitchen, skillfully frying a batch of crispy catfish just as he used to. It's a cherished weekend tradition, a favorite among family members. The aroma stirs nostalgic memories of happiness and togetherness from childhood. However, what if I told you that imported catfish might pose serious health risks to him? We are confronting a significant issue. Imported catfish, especially those originating from certain parts of Asia, are often raised in unregulated fish farms with poor sanitation and questionable practices. These farms frequently rely on antibiotics and chemicals to prevent diseases, despite many of these medications being banned in the United States due to their links to antibiotic resistance and potential long-term health issues. For older adults, consuming catfish from such sources can mean exposure to drug-resistant bacteria that their weakened immune systems might struggle to fight. Older individuals typically have diminished immune responses, making what might cause minor stomach upset in a younger person potentially lead to severe illness, hospitalization, or worse outcomes. Sadly, many still choose these fish for their affordability, availability, and larger portion sizes, not fully considering the hidden costs. What then is the safest option? If you or your loved ones enjoy catfish, selecting U.S. farmed options is advisable. American standards demand stricter regulations, better water quality, regulated feeding practices, and limited antibiotic use, helping reduce health risks, regardless of origin. Always ensure it is cooked thoroughly. Well-prepared catfish can help lower the danger of bacteria, especially for individuals with slower digestion or ongoing health issues. Food that's meant to comfort should, above all, offer safety, not bring additional peril. After examining these 6 types of fish that older adults should avoid consuming, it's time to confront the unsettling reality. Reflect on the potential dangers lurking beneath their seemingly innocent choices. Dangers that could silently erode their health. Each item on this list is more than just scientific data. It's a stark warning, a shield that we must raise to guard against unseen threats. Every bite taken could be a step closer to a hidden abyss where toxins, mercury, and covert risks are waiting to strike. Consider the heartbreak of witnessing someone you care for make decisions that inch them closer to peril, often unaware of the deadly shadows guiding their choices. Perhaps your mother believes she's choosing a safe, nutritious meal with salmon, unaware that danger shadows her every bite. Maybe your grandfather continues to indulge in his favorite fried fish, unaware that each indulgence deepens the threat to his health. They act with good intentions, trying to maintain their routines, but their seemingly innocent preferences could be gradually sealing their fate. Lurking in the darkness, waiting to consume them, this silent threat is real, and its presence is felt in every unknowingly compromised moment. We must face this darkness. Behind the familiar comfort of a meal, there lies a sinister risk that grows stronger each day, creeping into lives unnoticed until it's too late. The night is darker than we realize, and danger is closer than we think. Remaining complacent allows this shadow to claim its victims. The time to act is now. Recognize the peril. Protect those you love before it's too late. It becomes unmistakably clear that they are slipping into a shadowed abyss of fatigue, their minds fading into the darkness of forgetfulness, while their bodies are haunted by an increasing frequency of illness. One might ask if this is simply the cruel toll of age, but at times the nightmare lies deeper. What is shown to them, what is hidden beneath the surface, presents an even more sinister challenge. These are the ones who once nurtured us, who guided us through the darkness, who gave everything to keep us safe. Now, in their final twilight, they are the ones who need our protection the most. Yet this is the very moment when the transformation begins, an ominous shift lurking just beyond the veil. This is not a fear to be cast away, nor guilt to be buried. It is a matter of authority, your latent strength lurking in the shadows. As you learn more, as you become aware of the dark signs, you grasp the decisions that hold peril or offer solace. And what of that knowledge? Does it illuminate or cast a shadow over your soul? That is all, nothing more. With careful guidance, you can lead your parents toward safer horizons, ensuring they feel comforted even as the darkness encroaches. Helping your partner make smarter choices at the store is a small but vital act. Review the menu not out of dread, but with appreciation for what remains. In these twilight years, love manifests in cautious acts, checking labels, questioning origins, whispering doubts. Perhaps it is time to explore unknown options, venturing into the darkness to seek something new this week. I want to gently remind you that there is no need to completely cut fish from your diet. You can still find comfort in enjoying your favorite varieties. Still, it's important to approach this with more mindful intention. Choose wild-caught options when possible. Opt for fish with lower mercury levels. Select those that nurture your well-being rather than diminish it. Even small, thoughtful changes can bring meaningful improvements in mental clarity, bone health, heart wellness, and restful sleep. Isn't that a hope we all hold on to as we grow older? Isn't that what we wish for our loved ones? Let today be the starting point. Tonight, take a moment to check your refrigerator. Look at what's inside, read the labels carefully, reflect on what you've learned today, and consider taking one small step forward, just one, perhaps replacing the large albacore tuna with a lighter, canned option, or swapping out farmed salmon from a sale bin for a cleaner, wild-caught choice. Sharing such conversations at the dinner table about making informed decisions can help create change. It's often the quiet, compassionate choices, done thoughtfully, that lead us in the right direction. Remember, no matter your age or health history, you still hold the power over your circumstances. Your health remains a precious priority, deserving of care. It's within reach, and better decisions can be made starting now. Caring for yourself or someone you love goes beyond just doctors and medicines. It's about the small daily choices that shape our future with a softer, more hopeful hand. This relates to your daily routines, dietary selections, knowledge, and how you respond to them. I assure you, these small details can have a considerable influence. Let's take a moment to consolidate our thoughts. To summarize, there are 6 types of fish that older adults should carefully evaluate before adding them to their diets. King mackerel is often seen as a healthy choice. However, it contains high levels of mercury. Tilefish, sometimes masked within dining options, presents a subtle risk to cognitive health. Swordfish, though elegant in appearance, is also associated with potential dangers. Ahi tuna and big-eye tuna are common in sushi, yet they may pose risks, especially for individuals with weakened immune systems. The issue with farmed salmon isn't the fish itself, but the farming practices used. Imported catfish is most accessible and affordable, but it often carries hidden harmful implications. At first glance, each might seem harmless or even beneficial. However, as we've discussed today, each presents specific risks to older adults, ranging from mercury buildup to inflammation and bacterial threats. As we grow older, our immune defenses weaken and our organs become more sensitive, making the dangers even more serious. I genuinely want to hear your thoughts now. Have you or anyone in your family consumed these types of fish regularly without being fully aware of the risks involved? Was one of these fish a staple in your household for many years, as it was in mine, despite the silent dangers? Please share your experiences in the comments below. I carefully review each message and am truly interested in learning about your stories, questions, or safer alternatives you might prefer. Together, let's learn and support each other. This isn't just a video, it's a community built on shared concern and understanding. If this information has helped you, even in a small way, please consider giving it a thumbs up so others can find it too. Don't forget to subscribe to Holistic Health if you haven't already. This channel is here to provide you with honest, practical advice on aging with grace, staying informed, and caring for yourself and your loved ones with intention. We cover a wide variety of topics daily: nutrition, mental health, and meaningful lifestyle choices. Whether you're seeking guidance for yourself or someone you deeply care about, you are in the right place. Before I end, I want to thank you sincerely for your attention, your concern, and your willingness to seek knowledge. You're helping to shift away from fear and confusion toward awareness and action. Your presence makes this message meaningful. Every informed choice you make today helps create a better future for yourself and those you cherish. Please be discerning and prioritize your well-being. I look forward to connecting with you in the next video. Wishing you